Okay. Hey, hi everyone. It's so great to have you all over here. Um, I hope you all are doing amazingly well with all your proposals since the deadline is also clocking by. Um, so yeah, let's begin with all your questions. Um, mm, no one really want to ask anything today. Dominic will not be joining since he is um busy. So I think I will be taking over for him. So yeah. Yes, Abhi, go forward.
Yeah, my question is, how flexible is the proposal? Like, if we suggest one solution in the proposal, and when we do the during the GSOC period, like, can we change that solution?
So see, I have been involved with this whole GSOC now. It's been like now 3 years. So yes, it is flexible. Since there is difference between you proposing what you actually want to implement, and then B, it's the ground reality of what you are actually looking forward to implement. So there are sometimes instances that due to some situation you have to take some other part to implement the solution. So it's usually a decision which is taken by you and your mentor, and then all together you can decide and come up with something common, and then when Peter also approves we can go forward with that solution. So it's just you know um, things can be flexible, but it's all up to what your mentor have the vision for the project. So yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mhm. Anyone else? Guys, this is a call, like we have arranged it for you all to come up and ask questions. So if you're interested, um, maybe ask all your doubts. Otherwise, we can wrap it up. Yeah, Priyank. Hmm.
I had a very small question. Because right now we have a proposal max limit of 20 pages, I guess. So
Yeah.
can you just because for me my implementation part has to be full of architectures and some code snippets as suggested by my own mentors. So can I skip the
Mm-hmm.
guide section and timeline section to just save the space for us?
I would suggest give timeline a couple of pages. I think 2 pages would be amazing with all the details and everything, because timeline actually is very important. You are convincing us in a way that you will be able to deliver the project end to end between the given time with all the deliverables mentioned properly in the timeline. So, like removing the timeline is not something which I would suggest. I would rather say try adding links of Whimsical or some platforms like that into the proposal where you can explain the architecture in diagrammatic representation properly, and just try to summarize it properly. Maybe don't go in that depth. And if anyone is interested to know what exactly you are looking for, you can add a link and clearly mention that visit this link, and make sure that link is not broken throughout the evaluation period. And then they can just visit that link look at the diagram and everything, and then see that what exactly you are looking forward to deliver. So yeah.
All right. Also, can we just add a small video of explaining the architecture? That would, I don't know.
I'm not really sure of video, though it's a great suggestion. I mean, it's if you're talking about a link, you can add. I've never seen this is a unique idea. I've never seen anyone attaching a video to a proposal. But yeah, I think the flexibility is yours over here.
Yeah, just link. Just a YouTube video link. That will be just
Mm-hmm.
me explaining the architecture.
Yeah, it seems great. With maybe certain slides, and everything. So convincing. Yeah.
All right.
Anyone else? Um, hey, hi, Numan. I think no one is really having any doubts any further. So, do you want to say something or shall we wrap this then?
Hey guys, how you guys are not having doubts? And you guys can also ask like any doubts related outside PSOC and everything. It's open for all type of mentorships. If you guys have any type of doubt, you can ask like as this will be the last. Yep, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Researcher said that we won't be using any type of message brokers in the notification project. So how we are going to prioritize notifications? Like suppose a login address comes to user's account, and there are some general notifications like someone liked your post or commented on the post.
Are not supposed to be like a normal notification. It is supposed to be manually triggered by the admin, like in case of emergency or some sort of announcement. We don't want to use any third party FCM or something like that. So it will be a simple query sort of thing. And you can use local notification to trigger the notification, or you can show it in a section inside the app. If the user have unread notification, just show dot something like that.
Yes, sir. I think this won't be like in general notification. Like this will be triggered by admins only.
Yes.
Nothing like any DB transaction notification trigger, like someone commented on the post or something
No.
like this.
No, we are not building a social media app.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, I misunderstood the whole architecture. I think.
So basically,
I'll update this.
notification are supposed to be triggered from admin only, and like it can be auto generated also, but it can be enabled by the admin only. Like if admin wants to inform for a post, then you have the DB. You can trigger it from the admin side by creating some sort of flow, some sort of cron job, like that. But it should have, like, it must have to be triggered from the admin side.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So one thing more about SMS. We won't be having SMS notifications as
No.
well. This MM said. Okay.
No.
And about the SMTP server, do we have any type of SMTP server in Palisades Foundation?
Not yet.
Okay, so we'll be using some self-hosted notification SMTP servers here.
It's up to you.
Yep, yep.
Anyone else? Like there are 11, 12 people, nobody have doubts. Like 19 people. Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, actually, I shared my proposal with my mentors, and there is a small situation. One of my mentors said that it's really comprehensive, so he liked it. And my other mentor asked me to like make it more concise and right to the point. And the theory I added, I believe, was necessary because there were some common misconceptions I have seen in our community. So I tried to resolve them in my proposal. So what should I do now?
So, as
Like,
per updated guidelines by Peter, it should not exceed 20 pages.
yeah,
It's already about 20 pages only.
Although he made an
it's
exception,
all right then. I think.
like
Mhm.
maybe we can accept 3, 4, 5 pages extra if the added pages are required, but
Um,
should not go beyond that.
Actually, my primary mentor asked me to add even more stuff about security testing also if I can fit into my proposal. So, like, I submitted 20 pages and it has become like 22 nearly. And like, if we remove the first page and all, so like, it's already 20 pages approx. So, it is under.
Was review before the guidelines were changed or after that?
After that, like from beginning it was like 19 pages, and according to mentor's feedback it became 22 pages. But like the situation is, one mentor is asking me to make it concise, and the other one like it comprehensive because it covers all the theory related stuff also.
Actually, who told you to like make it more detailed?
It's Cavonia Tomlinson, sir.
He might not be aware of the guideline that we changed it to 20 pages. So can you please confirm with him that about sharing the message
He
that
said to me that I am already at 22 pages, so I am at page limit, so I have to fit the that security stuff in that only. So I added the security stuff without increasing the pages, but still he said that the proposal is good, it's comprehensive. But my other mentor is asking me to remove the theory section and all, like which I cover to just solve misconceptions in our community, which are.
Just one question, Jay. Who's your primary mentor?
I think in testing one, it's Tasneem ma'am, probably.
I would suggest try to be diplomatic over here and try to fit in both people's opinion. If you can, cut short theory to some extent, maybe try to do that. And in the space, meanwhile, implement the testing and everything.
I would say
Because
5 pages, like don't go beyond that.
Yeah.
How much pages did you tell me?
Like don't go beyond 25.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Because it's tough. Like we received more than 70 pages proposal. It's not possible to review it considering AI is there. People are generating the whole proposal from AI.
Yeah,
it's not possible for us to manually review everything, like manually review 70 pages and figure that out like it's AI generated or not.
I try to keep it under 20 from beginning only. And I also have one problem, like the plugin architecture, which we like any plugin architecture is not compatible with the code base right now, because like we are using a resolver, business logic and resolvers. So we have to modularize code if we want to extend it without like extending it dynamically would require it to be modularized first.
Yeah, you can add it in the proposal.
Yeah, like I have already created discussion and issues, but no one is following up. The mentor once told me to keep the issue, but then no one's seen it again.
Actually, like it's quite overwhelming for us too, considering we are receiving more than 50 proposals to review, and we have like more than 20 DMs every day to resolve. So that's why that discussion might be on the back seat. But
okay, so like I have added link in my proposal for that discussion under that specific section which require modularization of code.
That will be really great.
All right, thank you.
Lot of guys. Yes, Rodiad, please go ahead. Who is next? Yes, Brunendu.
Hi sir. So my doubt is also same. Like previously, I have implemented some of the code part, and currently I am my primary the contribution is to SwissMap NG features. So maybe I can remove that code part. It is only the demo part to showcase. But actually, is it necessary to show this, or I can remove all those parts?
I think that's a better person to answer.
Yes, Asya ma'am is reviewed that yesterday.
I think you can remove the code part. I remember your proposal was not beyond 25 pages. It
Yes,
was
ma'am.
under, yeah, therefore I never commented to remove it. So if you feel that you can replace the code snippet with any other valuable, let's say, information for the project, maybe consider doing that. And yeah, that's the only advice I have. You can remove code snippets, but make sure maybe it's not too short, the proposal. So yeah.
And ma'am, one thing is that after you have gave the suggestion that I have implemented, it exceeded actually 23 pages initially it was, and after that it exceeded 25 pages. Now it is 26 pages. So maybe it will cause an issue in future or what? So that's
You can
why this
remove
is
the code snippets. Yeah.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. I think Rudy was the next person, right, Naman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
Hi, everybody. I'm here. Sorry.
yeah, sure.
Okay. So, sorry, I don't know how I'm supposed to reach out to my mentor. So, I'm sorry for asking this question, but I think I got to the group late, the Slack, and then I don't know how I'm supposed to reach out to the mentor to review my proposal.
You can DM them.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you on Slack, Rudy?
Sorry, what did you say?
Have you joined the Slack channels?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yes, who is developer D?
Okay, so I want to ask if a new a new event is created by anyone, then should the users be notified of it?
Nope, not required.
Okay. The changes in the registered event should be notified, right?
That is also not required.
Okay.
Like you have to find a way, like admin can configure when the user will be notified and when not. It cannot be generic like every event creation we will be notifying all the users. If like admin sends a notification, then only we will be notifying the users.
So it's like announcement type of thing, right?
Kind of, but you can also like add ways, like the admin can configure automations. Like if admin has turned on the post notification, then you will be sending post notifications. If the admin has turned on the event notifications, then you can send the event notification, like something like that, something modularized, something customizable.
Okay, thanks.
Anyone else? Guys? Yes.
Sir, actually in my plugin architecture, so I added few things like foreseeing what problems we might face in future when we have a lot of plugins or like we are integrating some Hugging Face models or something. So regarding that, I already added the solutions, but I think they are creating a little bit confusion. So should I let them in my proposal or should I remove them for the time being when they actually arise?
No, let it be in the proposal and like mention it that this might create problems.
All right. So I thought like I should segregate the part for the basic proposal and the forcing one.
Yeah, sure. That
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
So I have one more doubt. Like in April 8, we are submitting the GSOC proposal in the GSOC website, and but our draft proposal is submitted into the Palistos organization and in the Google Docs format. But in our GSOC website, we are submitting the PDF. After April 8, if we are trying to modify something in the Google Docs, but that is not updated in the Google means in the GSOC proposal. So, is it possible like differentiate between the main PDF and our Google Docs PDF?
Your selection will only be based on the proposal you submit through the GSOC website. anything outside that through Slack DMs, through draft email, through mentors email will not be considered for selection. It's only for review purpose.
And one more doubt is, sir, the selection process is through our Palistros organization, or it should be defined by GSOC mentors, our Palistros organization, or by the GSOC mentors.
What do you mean by GSOC mentors?
GSOC mentors, I mean the official mentors, who are the official members of the GSOC or the Palisades organization, like you and OCMM.
No,
like that.
It's by Palisades members. GSOC members interfere in the selection.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank
you. Guys, more doubts, please. Yes, Priyansh.
My doubt is with the plugin project. There was a question asked to me by my mentor, which talked about how would you make corresponding changes in the API after installing or uninstalling a plugin. Basically, he meant was that if there's a payment plugin, then how will we will need somewhere to store data for analytics, payment analytics, and so on. So my question was, the good practice is probably to keep make the plugin handle the plugin details. So most probably plugin should have their own plugin DB and should make sure that they handle this payment analytics. I think Talava should not customize itself for one particular plugin. Is this approach right, or do we genuinely need to change something in Talava for every plugin?
I think Ashima will be a better person to answer this. Hello Ashima, are you there?
Yeah, can you come again? Sorry, I was not here. Yeah.
No, I can answer this. I can take this.
Okay. Yeah, I think Shekhar, you are more associated with Talava, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So, I mean, related to the storage of the data, I guess the whole payment schema would be the same for any payment gateway or any payment plugin. So, best approach would be store the payment data in the same function or same database. Just the type of the payment gateway would change. Like we should, I guess there would be an enum for like payment gateway type, let's like eraser base, slice and all other things. So we can do is we can define the enum, and after that we can save the data on the corresponding types. So it would be easier for the statistics base also, like we can select it and we can show it, right?
Okay, so have the payment details in our own Talava Postgres DB only. That's what you're suggesting?
Yeah.
All right.
If you have any better approach, you can discuss it.
I assume that for every plugin, like there might be multiple plugins, not just payment. Like AI also might need something to show in the future. Like they might extend to some other possible features. So I thought it would be a better approach to let plugin handle their own analytics and not disturb Talava, because it's just an extensibility feature. So I don't know if Talava should customize or change its database or other schemas just for one particular plugin. I don't know.
I'm not sure about are you asking about the particular, like let's suppose there are 2 or 3 plugins. One is for the payment gateway and one is for what we can say is can you suggest any other plugin which you have in mind?
Artificial intelligence, which is like recommending comments and flagging comments.
Yeah, let's suppose there is an AI chatbot and other is like key payment gateway. So just like a feature flag, we have to store the data of that feature flag in a particular Talava app with the transaction which we have made, or the chatbot conversation which the particular user with the related to user ID the user has made. We can store it in the database. I don't think we have to store it in other like parallel DB or other than that. We can do it in a single DB, I guess. Or the same DB which Talava is using right now, Postgres. right?
All right.
Okay. Any other doubts?
Yeah, there are 4 doubts. Abhishek Raj.
Hi. So I have doubt for switch map scalability as we are moving with polyrepo. So I think of 2 architecture, but I have discussed one in the proposal, and as there is a limit of 20 pages, I have just messaged to the primary mentor through mail and Slack, but didn't got any response from him. So, ma'am, as you already suggested, hello.
Abhishek, have you texted me? I remember reviewing your proposal yesterday, but I was not online since like today morning.
Okay, ma'am. But like I have 2 architecture to explain, but I have already mentioned one. So should I just mention one?
See, as the one mentioned earlier as well, that if you have tried everything and you still have something very important to add, it's okay to stretch up to 25 pages, but don't go beyond that. So if you think you will be able to fit in your second architecture within that page limit, add it and try to submit both the approaches with a disclaimer that you are looking forward to discuss these 2 approaches, and whatever mentor approves and whatever is the condition during the implementation, you will pick that. So you're open to options. You can write it in this way in the proposal. Otherwise, you can discuss with mentor and see what approach they are fond of.
Like Didi, I have already mentioned, I have already sent him through mail and Slack, but...
Are you talking about Dominic?
Yes, ma'am.
So Dominic is actually stuck under some bad weather conditions, and he is not well supported by network. So maybe if you have any doubt regarding that proposal, that project, mention both the approaches. I will, because I am secondary mentor on that project, I'll inform him that you suggested 2 approaches and you were looking forward to discuss it during the maybe community bonding period, or if you get selected in that process.
Also, I would like to add, Abhishek, if anything outside the proposal that is submitted on the GSOC portal might not be considered for selection. So if you have 2 approaches, must mention it in your proposal.
Okay, one more thing I can just add a link in the proposal. Will that work?
No, not. You have to write the details.
No, just one, like there were previous questions as well. So there was a question from someone which said that they have to explain a lot of architectural flow. So they mentioned that it is very difficult to compile everything in 20-25 pages. So I suggested maybe you can add the whole diagrammatical flow in a separate third-party platform and add the link. I am not really sure, therefore confirming and clarifying over here only that. Are you sure we cannot do that?
Yes, I'm sure. If the link is a third-party link, we can do it. But if it's your document that is opening somewhere else, then that link.
No. A third-party link maybe of a Jamboard or something, which they are not changing constantly. Maybe a drive link with the picture that's not broken, something like that. I was thinking and suggesting.
And good practice, because it will be dynamic anyway. It's there, you can change it. You can add a reference link, some article link, Stack Overflow, something like that. That will be fine. But if it's your choices, then it's not fine.
Someone also suggested that they can, I'm not really sure who it was, that they can record a YouTube video of themselves explaining it.
Yeah.
And I think that can be legit because YouTube videos actually have the date when they are uploaded and edited, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, that is.
And yeah, okay, good. I hope whoever asked the question have more clarity on that now.
Aryan Surup next.
Yeah.
Hello, mentors. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, actually, I was facing a dilemma with AI Club. Basically, if you implement any kind of again, every one of them will have a different functionality.
You are not.
So, like one with. Am I audible?
Yes, now.
Now you are, yeah.
Yeah, so I was talking like I had a dilemma with AI plugin. Like every AI plugin will have a different functionality. So like a chatbot will have a different functionality, and another plugin will have a different functionality. So should I add statistics for the plugins? Like credit usability is one statistic I can add in the AI plugin as a detail that the admin can see of an organization. And apart from that, should I like customize statistics for every plugin? And how many plugins should we add in our proposal?
Why you need to add statistics?
Like if a admin is like using any plugin, like even if he's using Grok or any other, there has to be some credit limit of their usability. So they need to know that when
We are not using any third party solution that should be paid at any point of the time.
Okay, so I should only add Hugging Face and open sources.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, sure. So how many plugins should I
Also,
add in the proposal?
I think Aryan, to this question, if I like look at it technically as well, I would suggest just one thing. Maybe you will add n numbers of plugins right now. In future also, maybe we would consider increasing the number of plugins. So I think it should not be the quantity of plugins, but the quality, in a way that the code is robust, and no matter how many number of plugins you have to suggest, the integration. I am not that much connected with Alava admin. Please correct me if I'm wrong. This is to Naman and Shekhar. But yeah, just make sure it is robust in a way that all the plugin integrations right now and in future are smoothly supported, and we don't have to redo anything. And regarding the statistics question, if I'm not wrong, Gork is open source, right? We can integrate it, and it's not paid yet.
We cannot use it. We have to deploy it somewhere. Like the server will.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, so you can just stash the Gork part then, and yeah, rest the answers.
Like yeah, I just add one thing. Like there's no minimum. There are 2-3 plugins I have listed in the idea list. That will be allowed. And if you can add the implementation for that in your proposal, that will be a good to have. If you need any of the other plugins, you can just mention it. It's not required to write the whole implementation. You can just list down the ideas.
Okay, sure.
And also, we are not using any third-party solution.
Okay, sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sir, I have a related question. So can I please ask?
I think Abhi Rami is waiting for a while now.
Yeah, like I have like a small question. So Ashima, we discussed about the polyrepo approach, that it's not under consideration anymore. And I heard Abhishek just mention polyrepo approach, and it's still in the GSOC ideas page also. So can you clarify that, because people are following this the ideas list page to make the proposal?
Actually, Abhi, I myself am not really sure. I never had the word with Dominic. Just give me 1 second. Let me check the email properly. Because I think you had a word with him in an email thread, and then it was never really announced anywhere else except to me, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a second. Let me look into it, what exactly it is. Because Anuman, what do you suggest? Because I think Dominic mentioned it to her proposal only, that we are stashing that approach, and then he mentioned it nowhere else, and everyone else have the proposal to according to the approach which was listed in the idea list. So it would be very chaotic to inform and notify everyone, saying that you have to follow the monorepo or polyrepo, either one of them, according to. So I'm not really sure.
I also remember he mentioned somewhere that we don't want to make it polyrepo because it's not that big project, and is just starting it.
Okay.
But we need to ask him. I'm not sure about it.
And he is quite less available.
Yes. And if he mentioned to you like he's not agreeing with the polyrepo approach, then yes, you guys should follow his approach as he is the primary mentor and he is the most senior members of our team. His
Yeah.
decision will be the topmost decision.
And for safer side, maybe, on contrary, just explain in a paragraph that you're okay to the other approach as well. Because be it polyrepo, be it monorepo, it's just a repo management situation. I don't think it would affect the implementation in any way. The implementation remains the same. So maybe consider that, mention both the approaches, take one paragraph to explain both of them, why pros and cons to each of it, and then whoever gets selected, they can just connect with the mentor and see what
Yeah, I would like to.
mentor approach.
Yeah, I would like to add something like, I mean, I can see what Dominic is trying to suggest is because in Polyrepo we do not have that much services running or that much requirements to running. We just have a backend and a one front end thing and one a mobile app. So technically we don't need multiple repos or microservices for multiple tasks or multiple operations. Not really right now. So I guess we can make more focus on the monorepo thing, and
But I would still suggest maybe mention both of it, because I think it would be very unfair to other people as well, who have not had a word directly with Dominic. So
Like it should
mention.
not be more than a paragraph. Just add both the approaches.
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't
Great.
do
Thank you.
And eventually, things change when you start to implement stuff. So you have to be flexible
Yeah.
with everything you do. So, yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Jay, please go ahead fast.
Yes, sir. It's regarding the plugin architecture, as you mentioned, that we can add an example for how the payment one will be integrated. But like in my approach, it is like very general for any kind of plugin. It can be AI, it can be plugin. So the plugin specifies itself how it will be using the Talava instead of modifying Talava and then integrating plugin. So like it's really WordPress architecture type thing. So like adding specifically for plugin is just repeating my whole proposal just by changing a word from any plugin to payment plugin. So should it be done or it can be left generalized?
Yes, it should be generalized. Like we want to add more plugins in future. And
Yes, actually.
It should not be limited to just payment plugins.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, mainly we are looking for like best approaches for the plugin architecture to be implemented. It's not limited to the one, 2 or 3 plugins we have suggested or we want to get it done.
Yes, because in Ideas Nest, I thought the same, that it should be like for any plugin. Just they were the examples you mentioned.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, developer D, please go ahead. Guys, please come up with original names.
Okay, I want to ask if a particular organization should a particular organization have rules or guidelines for itself, like what they want their members to post or comment.
I don't understand your question. Sorry.
Are you talking for Talava?
No, I was trying to do a hybrid project.
Okay.
And I had a doubt in it. Should there be rules or guidelines for particular organization?
Yeah, definitely. And those rules can be very well established by the owner or the admin of the organization.
But currently,
yeah, Naman, go ahead.
Like, what exactly do you mean by rules and guidelines?
An organization wants to promote a religion, etc.
It can be anything. We don't want any guidelines. If it's not violating any country's rule regulation, we are okay with it.
Okay.
Yes, Manish.
So it was about the recurring events. So when it was implemented previously, and we had some challenges with MongoDB. So now we are migrated to Postgres. So I have some questions regarding MongoDB. That, what was the actual issue with MongoDB, and what are the issue we faced with MongoDB during the recurring event implementations?
So as I remember, the major issue was it was not as much connected as a relational database, because recurring event was connected with a lot of things like the organization, users, registered users. Then we have to open the registration, maintain the logs who registered when as it's recurring. So that's why we shifted to Postgres, because it's much more easier to manage it. And in MongoDB, we have to manage a lot of the foreign key issue as well, as Jay mentioned. Yeah.
Okay. So another thing is when admins will add volunteers into an event, then there will be option to add the volunteers to all the instances. So will there be option for the user that they will choose to join that? If we have 100 of instances and the user will choose like they will join to 10 and they will not join to 90 of them. Like, will there be options for users to joining particular organization from the recurring event?
Not really. We want admin to do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Like, we don't want any admin feature to be on the mobile side. User just have to see the app and just use it as it is.
Peter sir mentioned me that user have to accept the invitation of the volunteer of a particular event.
Yeah, they can accept, but they don't like.
But they will accept. If they accept, they will be the volunteer of all the instances, right?
You can like modify on the admin side, like if he or she is invited to a specific instance, then make it to a specific instance. If it's generic, then
a specific instance and this instance and the following instances and the all instances. So if admin have invited all the instances, then if he accept that, then he will be the volunteer of all the instances, right? They won't have any other options from that.
Yeah, don't give choice to users. If admin has invited, then let it be.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir and ma'am, so I have one question related to switch map. So my question is, currently the tables are pushed static to the dashboard page of the switch map. So is it is there any behind the scene? It is good to push the static table to the dashboard, or is it just a normal thing to push that? Means related to performance and all those things.
Hey, sorry, I'm not really able to understand what you're trying to say.
So I am trying to say that now in the dashboard table, the table is pushed through static. Means there is no HTML page, and currently it is a class-based instance, and all those data coming from pooling and LLDB data are pushed to static HTML tables, the flags table. So is it better? Means the performance issues there, like we can directly connect through API and pull the data, then by some webhook or something like that, we can dynamically push the data. So currently now also it is implemented like in the Linux services. So that is actually my doubt is there.
I'm still not able to. Numan, are you getting what he's trying to say?
Not yet. Actually, I'm not following switch map.
So ma'am, so once more I am telling.
Just one second. Abhi, can you answer this maybe since you are working on that?
I didn't hear the question.
Yeah, actually, I'm just not able to understand. Can you come again?
In like specifically instead of like the whole story, can you just?
Yeah.
what exactly the problem you are facing. I think
So exactly, sir, the tables are pushed through Python. Means the table content and all those things are now statically means static. It is all are static, and the data is coming from pooling, and LLDB data is directly go to the dashboard table. So I am trying to say, like normal in React or all those text diagram, what we are doing, like we are connected through API, and in some interval we are pulling the data and send it to the front end, and the front end is displaying that. But in our SwitchMap NG, what is happening? Like there is one Python script, and after running that Python script, we are able to show the data. Means the backend is not constantly running, and the front end is not constantly running. There is some Python script. Can you get it my point?
Yeah, I got the point, but like, what was your question? Like, what is
wait, just one thing on that. So see, we are building the front end as well for that. So I think we will be able to connect both of them, and hence we'll also decide how exactly we want to poll the tables and everything, or stream the data. In that manner.
Yes, ma'am. Exact. That one the question.
Okay. Yeah, so the answer is we are making content for that as well, right? So we will look into it once we start working on the project.
Yes, ma'am. So you can, now we are running one Python script, but the thing is the API and the front end is not continuously running to interact with all those things, and all those web map features are listed as services. Can you get? Means Linux services, it is decided, and it is run as a daemon process. So I want to, it should be run as a continuous process, like what is happening to our Talua admin and Talua API. It is continuously running. No need to fetch, means in services what is happening, like in Linux and all those daemon processes. In 5 seconds or something like that, the data is fetched and the data is sent to the front end. The script is running in some interval. But I suggest that it should be run continuously. So
yeah, we can implement polling, right? Yes. Some kind of polling using WebSockets or anything which the project would support.
Yes, ma'am.
Or do you want to make direct DB calls?
DB is, ma'am, fine. In DB there is no issue. But the thing is, the backend is not running continuously. Like when I am trying to run it in local, so it is not continuously running, and some Python script is there, like BENB. After running that script, the data is goes to front end. Then only we have to start the front end, and after starting the front end, the data is showing in the dashboard page.
Can you do one thing? Let's take this to the Slack, okay? Maybe send me some screenshots and reply you over there by tonight, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Oh, I see Abhishek is saying something that what's confusing is that he's expecting the server to inject data into database, but in SwitchMap, it's actually the ingestion that injects the data into the DB, the server. Yeah, so what's the issue in that? I mean,
Hello. So my issue is that to get the updated data, I think we have to run that script again and again to get the updated data, but it is not real time update the data. So I have the exact doubt that is.
I mean, if you have worked on like React, there is use effect kind of thing. Implement that thing or implement some kind of similar thing to that. If it's really the problem we are facing right now in SwitchMap for taking the updates, for fetching the updates. If any thing updates on the front end, if any user clicks on anything which needs to be updated after an action, so yeah, we should recursively or update it in some interval or pool time kind of thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That
so
is the issue.
I don't think so. I don't think so. If there's an issue, let's mention it the proposal. Then we can make it. Yeah, then we can solve it, right? Because it's necessary thing to update the data, update the front end based on the updates on the DB or backend. Because I guess you are saying we don't have any kind of a event listener there or in the front end, right?
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So you can implement it in Python if it is available. I guess there are libraries.
Shikhar, actually, the whole data flow, I think it's not defined properly yet. So that is one thing that needs to be implemented, I think, right? If I'm not wrong, for Nandu.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, there is one more issue is that there is four core things in the switch map. Like one is polling and one is switch map dashboard, and other two things is also there. And is one is common. All those common functions are written in one thing. But out of all these common functions, in other three repo, now it is polyrepo, right? So in other three, only 2 or 3 functions are used everywhere, and all those functions like one instance or 2 instance may be used. So we can remove directly the common functions and write separately in all those instances.
Hey, let's take it to the Slack chat, okay? Let's discuss it over there. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Bitu, you want to go next?
I'm asking about plugin related idea. There are 3 peoples: user, admin, and super admin. User use a plugin, and admin, I think, allow or access the plugin to use user. But what is the role of super admin? Can you explain?
There is no role of super admin in plugins. Super admin is basically a person who creates. So every feature which admin has, super admin can access it. There is no other special power for super admin for plugins.
Okay, sir. Any future related idea if you are able to, if you allow super admin to test or collaborate with contributor, anything like?
Didn't understand your question.
I mean, if you allow super admin to collaborate with contributors or test and plugins, additional.
How super admin will collaborate with contributors?
I mean, I will try to give additional feature that super admin allow to or contribute to or collaborate anything else.
I'm still not able to understand your question.
Okay, sir, understood. Clear it.
Sorry, your voice is breaking a lot.
Hello.
I mean, if you're not clear, just text in the chat. It will be more clear, I guess. Right?
Okay, sir. I'm asking about super admin. That's clear. Got it, sir.
Okay, thanks. Yes, Jay, please go ahead.
Sir, I had doubt about our app. So how we are expecting people to build the app APK to download in their phone. Like they can set up the API and admin using Docker and deploy on their servers. So how they are building our app?
Like how they're building. I didn't understand your question as well.
Like people come. Yeah.
Do you mean like distributing the app to the users?
Yes, like if someone is like using the Talava, so they deploy our product themselves.
Yeah.
So they also have their personal app.
Yes.
Like admin and API. So how do they download app to all the device of their members?
So like what we are planning right now while launching an MVP is to launch deploy it, like simply